Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Herbie, and for today's video, we will be trying out some Canadian snacks. And to help us out, we have a very special guest, my partner.
Hi!
Yes. So introduce yourself.
I'm Raph.
Say hi to the vlog.
Hello!
He's shy. So we've been living together here in Canada for over a year now, and we moved from Manila last year, and we're currently based here in London, Ontario. So, what are we gonna talk about today while we eat our Canadian snacks?
We're gonna talk about a lot of stuff apparently. From our monthly expense, our daily living expense, basically everything that we spend on here in Canada, I guess.
Yes, that's right. So that's why I have asked Raph to join us today in this vlog because he's my sugar daddy.
I thought I'm just here to eat.
I told him we were just gonna have Canadian snacks. So before we get into the topic of our monthly expenses, let's try one of these snacks that we've prepared here. I think we should try the poutine first before it gets cold.
Okay, introduce what the Putin is.
That's a good idea. Yes. So let's show show them the poutine. Yum.
So basically, a Putin is a very Canadian, like a very popular Canadian snack. It's made of fries, gravy,
Cheese.
potatoes, cheese, basically everything that you can put on.
Yes. You can find poutine anywhere in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So let's try. So what can you say about the poutine?
It's okay. Tastes very good, but I mean,
It's basically fries with gravy, with cheese. What could go wrong, right?
yeah, but
All the good stuff.
yeah, but you can see how heavy it seems for a snack, right? It's like almost a meal in itself.
Yes. And trivia, I think poutine is one of the first things we've tried when we arrived.
Yeah,
Yes. Shout out to Robbie and Bella
for
for
recommending it.
reminding us every day on our first week here in Canada to try poutine. So, yeah, we can move on. I'll put this here. I'll put this back here. We'll have more of that later. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And now that we've tried our first snack, we can share our first monthly expense. We'll start with the biggest one, which is
Rent.
yes. So for context, we live together in a one-bedroom apartment together with our cat.
Who's crying at the moment?
Yes, if you hear a cat crying, that's Meatball. And we moved here last June.
Mm-hmm.
So our lease is about to
Renewed.
be renewed in
June.
few weeks.
Mhm.
Yes. So let's share first why we chose this apartment.
Okay, so this apartment is located near downtown London. The pros obviously is because it's very central. There's a lot of transportation options. There's a lot of establishments nearby, and you can get pretty much via like one bus away to almost anywhere in the city. There's just so much options, and then like what life remains with London. It's near downtown area, so it can get pretty busy at night as well. So you have some choices if you would like to go out for drinks. There's also plenty of job opportunities nearby because all the offices are just like walking distance from this place. And
Yes.
also, I guess the price of the apartment is a little bit below what the going rate is for London, Ontario for a one-bedroom apartment.
Yes, and if you're new to Canada and you haven't bought a car, so choosing a location downtown is ideal because almost all the bus will pass here. So
Mhm.
if you need to go anywhere, you don't have to have a lot of bus transfers.
Yeah, and especially shout out for those studying in Fanshawe College. Like this house, or this apartment rather, is one bus away from the main campus and the south campus. And it's actually walking distance to the downtown campus, so it's very convenient. So how much are we actually paying?
Yes, we're paying $1,400 per month
Yes.
for this apartment.
And that 1,400 actually has some inclusions. And the first is water, and the next is gas. So the 1,400 includes water and gas. And the space is a one-bedroom apartment. We don't share anything with our neighbors except for the laundry. That's the only thing we share. The kitchen is out. So the one bedroom is composed of a kitchen, a living room, and a bedroom, and a private bathroom. And it's about, I don't know how big this is.
70 square meters.
Yeah, thereabout. So,
So it's very spacious. So
Yeah.
if you're a couple or I think a small family
can fit.
can fit here also. Yeah, and if you're not looking for something within this price range, you can also get something cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is already one of the better priced apartments here in downtown.
Mm-hmm. And in London in general, actually.
Yes.
And just to give you an idea, actually, the going rate for one-bedroom downtown apartments last month is $1,800, like $1,800. So it's actually around $400 cheaper. But this is not just like for a lot of Filipinos as well, or like new to Canada. Room renting is also popular. Like they just rent a bedroom and they share, like kitchen, living room with other guests. You can also do that. It's pretty popular. Another popular type of apartment are basement apartments. But just to let you know, this is not a basement apartment. It's actually a third floor apartment.
Yes.
And we have a lot of lights inside. There's really nice windows.
We have a nice view here, but
Yeah.
we'll give you an apartment tour next time.
Yeah.
So watch out for that. And if you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button so you'll be updated for my next video.
And before we actually forgot, there's just one utility that we actually pay for this apartment. Most people from our country will call it the electricity bill, but here in Canada, they call it the hydro, which is the electricity. So how much do we actually pay per month?
We pay around $40 to $50.
Yeah, so it really varies. During summer, because this unit comes with an air conditioner, and we actually use it a lot because it can get pretty hot here, and that's when our peak energy usage came. But winter, negligible energy usage. So that's about the monthly utility bills that we actually pay.
Yes, and also the price of hydro fluctuates depending on the time, the day.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't give you an exact number, but we budget around $40 to $50 monthly. So we expect to pay around that much.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're planning to, if right now you're planning to come here to London from the Philippines or from anywhere else, or if you're already in Canada and moving to London, I hope that helps give you an idea on what to budget for accommodation, because that's the largest expense basically.
Yeah.
Another thing we need to pay for monthly for our apartment is the renter's insurance.
Yeah, which is required by a majority of the landlords here in Canada. And this is just in case anything happens to the apartment, you're covered. You don't have to be liable for it, basically. And our renter's insurance, I think, has coverage of almost $1 million Canadian, which includes fire, flood, or theft or property damage.
Yes.
And we pay around $29 per month.
Yeah, so that's $29, but the coverage is really good.
Mm-hmm.
If anything bad happens, well, I hope nothing bad happens. I hope we don't get flooded. But if in case our unit becomes unlivable,
Mm-hmm.
the insurance will cover our temporary accommodation while this is being repaired, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I think after talking about how expensive our rent is and how much we should budget monthly for that, I think we need something sweet.
It's time for another snack.
Yes,
what you're
let's
saying.
try another thing. What would you like to try next?
Oh my god, what is this? Coffee crisp. Have you heard of this? Do we have it in the Philippines?
I think we have something similar, but I don't think I've seen this in the Philippines.
Yeah, it's made by Nestle.
Can you ask me again?
After rent, what's the next biggest expense?
Yes, Raph. Our next biggest expense
Is membership shopping?
is grocery.
Yeah, grocery.
So how much do we spend monthly for groceries?
For grocery, it's about $300 to $400 per month. So it is pretty steep, even by Philippine standards. Just because over the past years, prices of like basic commodities in Canada has really experienced a sharp increase due to inflation. Which means for a lot of us, we tend to eat at home most of the time because it's much, much cheaper. Even though we're paying that much in groceries, it's still way cheaper to eat at home, right?
Yes, that's correct. And for context, that only accounts for groceries for two people.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
I guess if
You're coming as a family.
as a family of 3 or 4, then might have to adjust your budget a bit. But usually we eat at home
Most of the time.
most of the time. We usually eat out like once, twice a month.
Mm-hmm.
We also pack our lunch when we go to work,
Mm-hmm.
and we rarely buy food outside.
Yeah, because when you eat outside, you pay a lot. So, because we spent that much in grocery, we need to eat the grocery, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so
So
you pick the next.
I'm excited to try these two. I think we can try two this time. You bought this, so you introduce. Okay, you
Yes.
introduce that one, and then I'll introduce this.
Please tell me, guys, you know what Pringles is. So, the Pringles here comes with, two unique flavors, I would say, which is pretty popular flavors in this country. So, the first one is a ketchup flavor.
And this is the all dressed flavor. Just basically all the flavors combined.
Yeah, like sour, ketchup,
Yes.
spicy, all in one Pringle. So, shall we give it a try?
ASMR.
One switch.
Try this.
Okay.
It's good. The all dressed. It's a bit salty, but it's good. With the ketchup flavored Pringles, if you like ketchup and if you like, I think it makes sense though, right? Because we put fries in
Yeah,
ketchup.
but again, like what I said, the ketchup is a bit different.
But this is a bit
It's not
sour.
sweet. Yeah, it's more sour.
So, yeah. Thank you very much for buying those for this video. And I think those are very good. We'll finish that later. And I think I like the all dressed more than the ketchup flavor. How about you?
I like sour cream.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's true.
So, like what I said, I took the bus when I bought those Pringles. Which brings us actually to our next topic. Transportation! How much do we actually spend in transport? Right?
Taas ang energy. Okay, isa pa.
Wait lang, pause. Namabother ako kay Meatball. Wait lang.
Okay, so for next expense, we'll talk about
Transportation!
transportation
I'll share first the transport for students.
for students.
This varies depending on the school. Some schools offer bus passes. It really depends on where you live. So for me in London, I study at Fanshawe, and part of the tuition actually is a bus pass, which means we don't they issue us a bus card, which we can use to go around the city, and we don't have to pay anything else. But it's included in our tuition. I heard in some cities like Toronto, you have to get your own transport card. It's not covered in your tuition, basically. But yeah, so technically for me, I can't really say how much I pay for for my transportation, just because it's inside the tuition that I pay. But for
And
him,
you can use your bus pass.
yeah, almost anytime, even during. So I can use my bus pass during breaks, or during scheduled breaks, or even my term breaks. But it really varies on when your
Even-
breaks fall.
Even on days when you don't have classes.
Yeah. We can use it on weekends if we want to.
Yes.
But yeah, so just check with your school if it's covered. If it's not, then it might vary for you. It really depends. But so those without bus passes.
Like me, I budget about, I used to budget almost $100 per month for a bus pass, which covers unlimited usage for 1 month. But now that I realize I don't use it that often on weekends, I just buy a bus pass for monthly weekdays, which is $95. So I can ride all the buses within London, Ontario for $95 on weekdays. So I use it to usually just go to work and
Come home from work, yeah.
Yes. But if you're looking to buy a bus pass, a monthly bus pass that you can use even on weekends, that will cost around $112.
Yeah.
I think they had a recent increase, because when I used to pay for the monthly, I'm sure it was less than $100. But yeah.
Yeah, because also if you're looking to here in London, one bus fare is $3 per ride, which covers 2.5 hours. So meaning if, for example, you went to a grocery store at 10 a.m., so you paid the $3. If you finish and went home by 12 p.m., you don't have to pay another $3. That still covers your fare. Basically, that's how the bus system in London works. Anyhow, you can also buy this tickets, which is cheaper than the paying for the one ride
Those
for
bus
3.5.
tickets. I'll try to put a photo here so you have a reference. And that will be usually you can buy that a set of 5.
Yeah, and it's just $2.65.
$2.65 per ride.
Yeah. There's also Lyft or Uber available in London, and a lot of major cities in Canada have them, but just double check wherever you're from, because not, of course, smaller towns might not have it. And it really depends on where you're going, but a normal Lyft or Uber ride can be between $10 for a 2-kilometer trip to $30 or $40, depending on the conditions. If it's snowing, bad weather, then
I think the most expensive ride I've booked was $34. Then this was around January, when it was, I think, negative 10 degrees in the morning.
And it was snowing
And
quite
it was, there was heavy snow. But that's the most expensive. Usually, an an Uber ride would cost me about $17 to 19 around that. And then if
But
there's
that's only
discount,
like 5 kilometers away, 5 to 10 kilometers, right?
yes. And if there's discount also, so you have to check both Uber and Lyft. We're not sponsored, so
Yeah, but that's the two players in London we have
Yes.
right now. So
just check both and compare prices. So usually the prices are pretty close, but if you can get it $1 cheaper, then we'll go.
yeah,
Okay. Now we'll try another Canadian snack. Which one would you like to try next?
I think it's time for celebration.
Okay. So we'll try.
Now it's not a celebration, but like it's actually
Yes.
called.
It's a celebration butter cookies with milk chocolate. Put this here.
So, one small detail with Canada is that all packaging comes in English and French.
Yes.
Just a small trivia.
So I'm excited for this.
Okay, let's make it to the last.
Thank you for coming to my video. I think I can take it from here. Let's show everybody how it looks. Can you tell them how it tastes?
Good.
Yeah.
I think I like this more than the coffee crisp that we tried.
This tastes very similar to the Japanese chocolate
Yeah,
that
it's just a bit thicker than we buy.
we buy in Don Quixote.
Yeah.
I'll put a picture here. So you have a clue. You know what I'm talking about. I think that one's available in the Philippines also. It became a trend during the pandemic. So.
But this is really good. It's not very sweet. There's biscuits, so, if you have kids, they'll probably love it. I love this one. So what's our next? What are you doing?
Nothing.
We still have snacks to try, okay?
Okay.
What do you think is our next biggest expense? Actually, I think this is our biggest expense. My biggest expense.
Yes, why don't you talk about the third member of our family?
Meatball, come here. He's been trying so hard to get into the camera.
Yeah, so if you notice weird cuts, it's because our cat is jumping on the table.
Meatball.
Yes.
Who wants to try a poutine? But no, Meatball say hi.
Meatball, say hi.
He's actually a very sweet cat. Our biggest expense.
So we'll also share, since this is also something that we budget monthly. But if you're coming here without a pet, this might not apply to you. But if you're planning on getting a pet, and specifically a cat, I
This
guess
might give you an idea.
an idea on how much it would cost. So
So for context, we didn't bring Meatball from the Philippines. He's actually Canadian. We adopted him from a shelter. So for those who's planning to, So as I was saying, we actually didn't bring Meatball from the Philippines. So we actually adopted him here in Canada. He's Canadian and we're not. But anyhow, for those who don't have like pets coming here, there's always a lot of shelters where you can adopt. They have cats, they have dogs. So for me, it's nicer than like buying from breeders because you're giving a pet another chance in life. And they actually there's a pretty comprehensive coverage if you're looking to get a pet, But if you want to know our monthly cost for Meatball, cat food is about $30 per month. This is combined dry and wet food and then treats. And then of course we spend sometimes on toys. Dollar store is the best for cat toys, but of course it's not all the time there, but trust me, dollar stores have it good. Litter is about $14 per month. And because, Meatball is young and we want him to remain healthy and we don't want to be, like, if anything happens to him, like he got sick or something, we don't want to be surprised. So we also got insurance for him, which we pay for about $23 per month. That's about our monthly expense for him, which sums up to around $60, which is not so bad. Because on average, it's also more costly if you're owning a dog. On average, like it says, you probably spend around $2,000 per year if you're owning a dog, just for context.
So I'll put a breakdown here for the expenses for cat. I think we can try another snack.
Bye,
We
Meatball.
still have a couple here. Let's see if we're able to finish everything. But this looks good. I think I want.
poor
I
goldfish.
think I want something salty. Well, let's give this a proper food review.
So goldfish apparently is a popular Canadian snack. I haven't personally tried it.
Yes.
Again.
It says baked snack crackers. Let's try it. I like the packaging. It's paper, so it's very environment friendly. I think the turtles,
Would love it.
yes, will appreciate the packaging of goldfish. Because according to Bretman Rock, without turtles, there will be no turtles. Oh, it's so cute. This is the first time I'm trying this ever in my life.
It's like a snack for babies or kids.
Looks like this. I don't know if the camera is gonna focus, but yeah.
I'll let you decide.
I like the packaging. Packaging is very good. It's very environment friendly.
Should we try another snack?
I think I'm more. No, but if you like this, comment down below which flavor we should get. Because I think there are
several
we got the
flavors,
original
actually.
one. But yeah,
Moving on.
yes. I think so far, no, I like it. Next snack that we're trying is Kinder Surprise.
Or is it actually considered Canadian?
Actually, I don't know if this is actually Canadian, but from what I know, this is actually banned in the US. Because for those who never tried Kinder, it comes with a toy inside.
So the reason why it's a Kinder Surprise is because it's like a chocolate with a surprise inside.
Yes, there's a surprise toy inside, and I think some kids.
For some, it might be a choking hazard. Like, of
Yes.
course, they eat the whole thing and they don't know like there's a small item inside, which is fair.
Yeah, so I guess for safety reasons, they banned it in the US.
Yeah.
But here in Canada, you can find this almost everywhere. In
Show them how it
drugstores.
looks.
Okay. I'm excited to eat it again. It looks like this. So when you remove the wrapper, and there's small
toy,
egg.
yeah. Or a surprise, right?
where you can open the toy. Can you help me open? Ta-da! Well, let's just say I like Kinder Surprise more than the goldfish.
Mm-hmm.
So next expense that we will be talking about is actually one of the first monthly expense that we subscribe to.
Like during our first week, we immediately signed up for it.
Yes.
Yes. Hello? Are you there? It's communications.
Yes. So we signed up for a family plan for our phones. Let's continue.
So the first, like on our first week here in Canada, of course, it's very hard to go around if you don't know like the directions, which buses to take or whatever. So one of the very first thing we did is of course sign ourselves up for like a mobile plan, basically. So here in Canada, there's three major telecom players. There's Rogers, there's Bell, and Virgin, and they have sub brands under them. So it seems like there's a lot of brands really, but it's all consolidated into three major telecom players. And you have anything to add?
No, I think
Yeah, basically.
he signed up for it, so
Yeah, so first we went with Rogers, for both our mobile plan and our Wi-Fi. So Rogers, so you know, they all have varying offers for newcomers, or they give you a pretty low rate for like a year or 2 years lock in, and then they just increase it afterwards. For us, we were initially paying I think $55 each
per person, yes.
per person, which is pretty steep for a mobile data plan without any phones. Just a SIM plan. For those in the Philippines, that's about 2,000 pesos per month, and we don't even need all that data. So we downgraded to Fido, which is owned by Rogers as well, and we're just paying now $40 per month. For our home Wi-Fi, we got Rogers as well, just because the connectivity is good in this area. So it really depends. Like you can ask your neighbors what their provider is. For home Wi-Fi, it's also really quite expensive. Like we pay almost $80 per month, and
Per
this is
month,
before
yes.
taxes. So $80 covers like 1.5 gigabytes of speed, I believe, which is pretty fast.
Next snack that we will try is,
My childhood favorite.
yes. Are you excited?
Okay.
Yes, we're gonna try Smarties. Yes. It's small, so we have to.
Actually, I'm pretty surprised it's a Canadian snack.
Yes, this was your favorite even before coming to Canada.
Yeah, even when I was young,
So, but we're still gonna try this today because
just wondering if it tastes different.
yes. Of course, it's good. It's Smarties.
You can't go wrong with Smarties.
Oh yeah, this is. I know this is a winner because we've always had this even before. And for our next expense, we'll talk about our monthly subscriptions. We budget about $50 per month on these.
So, yeah, basically our monthly subscriptions is your normal entertainment stuff like Netflix. We have Netflix, Disney, Amazon, and Spotify and YouTube Premium, basically. So again, these are not necessary expenses. Really depends on you.
Yes, and we just clumped it all in one as one expense because the prices will vary depending on the promo. And for some of these subscription, we've had these even before coming here to Canada, and we've actually kept our Philippine subscription for Netflix, Spotify, and YouTube Premium.
Yeah.
I think the only thing new that we got here is Disney Plus and Amazon Prime, which he uses a lot for online shopping. And I think we have a few more snacks left here to try.
No, that's not it.
Okay, we can try this one. Oh, Henry
Arrow
and Aero. Okay,
and
Cadbury
caramel.
Caramel. Yes. You can try the O Henry.
Okay.
I'll try the Aero.
Um,
Yes.
This one right here.
I think they have a bigger version, but we just got the small one for trying.
This looks like a Snickers bar. And it also tastes a little bit like a Snickers bar for me. It's also made by Nestle.
And the Aero is more like a candy than a chocolate. It's close to, I think if you've tried flat tops in the Philippines, it's how it tastes like. But the texture, it's a bit light. I don't really like the texture. But the taste is good.
Maybe your kids will like it.
I think it's more for kids. Our cat is meowing.
You might hear it on the background, yeah.
And let's also try our last snack.
Cadbury caramel.
Yes. So while I open this, as we mentioned earlier, we have a common laundry area here in our apartment building.
That's our last monthly expense that we normally spend on. So we have a washer and dryer that's available for everyone. It's $2 per load for washer and $2 for dryer. So depending on the seasons, I mean, winter you can have like a lot of laundry, but for us, normally it's like 2 loads for both washer and dryer. So that's $8 per week, and then we are in a month it's about $32 that we spend on laundry. How do you find it?
It's good. You should try it.
It looks sweet. The caramel is really melted. It's good, but too sweet for me.
I love it. It's sweet, and this is actually the first time I've tried this. How about you?
It's also the first. I actually don't even know they have caramel flavor.
Yes. So yeah, it's good. I'll try this again. I'm
A sweet tooth.
I'm a sweet tooth, so I love anything that's sweet. Yeah, I'm happy I've tried that last.
Save the best for last.
Yes.
Was it really the best though?
No, I think the winner for me was these celebration biscuits. Again, we're not sponsored, but if Leclerc wants to contact me, I'll put my email address in the description box below.
So the winner for you is the celebration.
Yes.
What didn't you like?
I think I liked everything. So I think they're all good. But I think how about you?
I don't know.
What was your favorite?
Definitely not buying another goldfish anytime soon.
Yeah, I think I will save my money, and I think I'll just save up on other things.
On celebration.
Celebration. I'll use the money on celebration or on caramel. But yeah, we did enjoy doing this. Did you enjoy?
I did. I'm stuffed.
And that's it. Thank you so much for joining us today in this video in trying out these Canadian snacks. I hope you also learned about the monthly expenses here in Canada. And thank you again, Raph, for helping me with this
pleasure.
video and helping me with the snacks.
My pleasure. Again.
And if you want to see more of these type of content, or you want to see other things, you have more questions, feel free to drop a comment below. And I'll see you in my next video. Love you. Bye.